not allowed to like Wicked now if you voted for Donald Trump.
You cannot be a Donald Trump fan and a Wicked fan. In fact, I think if you voted for Donald Trump in 2024, you shouldn't even be allowed to see it in theaters, and you shouldn't be allowed to see any of the stage shows around the world. So the actual conflict in Wicked is not about Elphaba being a witch, and it's not that she's green. The actual conflict is that the government of Oz is taking away rights from animals who previously had rights to do things like speak and have jobs. And Elphaba learns about this through one of her professors, who's a goat, and he starts hearing stories from other friends who are losing their ability and their right to speak. Now, Elphaba, like most people in Oz, has believed the propaganda that the wizard is good and he wants to help people and he cares. Until she meets the wizard, realizes that he's a con man turned wannabe dictator. Sound familiar? He is the one taking rights away from animals, and he wants her to use her powers for bad because she is a witch and she is quite powerful. Elphaba becomes an activist. She's in opposition to the wizard, okay? She's setting animals free. She's trying to save more animals. That is why she's labeled as wicked. The wizard essentially runs this big PR campaign to call her wicked so that people think that she is the evil one, when in reality, it's the wizard all along, because propaganda works. It's also really easy for him to convince the people of Oz that she's wicked because of the color of her skin. Imagine a world where a con man convinces people he cares about them and then slowly takes rights away from groups that previously had those rights. Pretty hard to believe.
It's like they're almost there. It's like they're so close. They're so close. Propaganda works. And when the government puts out propaganda and starts using that to convince you that your rights should be taken away, like, I don't know, your right to speak out freely, that's the real conflict in stories like Wicked. Or, I don't know, The Hunger Games, or aspects of Harry Potter, or Star Wars, or any other great story ever, because it turns out, yeah, the government is the bad guy, usually. They're so close. It's like they're trying to speak to me. I know it. So there you go. There you go. Pray for these people, because they really are right there, okay? In other words, I'm nothing if not a theater kid, and Wicked really did just hit the nail on the head. Movie producers, if you see this video and you're making a movie adaptation of a Broadway production, just make the exact same production in a movie. Wicked delivered. No notes.
No notes.
No notes.
No notes.
It was perfect, and I will be singing Defying Gravity for the next 7 to 12 business days.